Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum. Very good morning. Good morning, Stephen. Good morning. How are you? Getting ready for tonight's test, Stephen? What about the rest? I can see 6 students are available now. Who else? Please greet me so that I know you are there. Good morning, Omi. Good morning, Ranisha. We also have Erina. Morning, Atila. Honey. Good morning. Morning there, Ajit. Fakiha, good morning. All right. So we have 13 students. We have Aiman also, good morning. We have Adawiyah, Nana, feeling jittery. Okay, that's good. Make it a positive one. Okay. When you have something to deliver, it's good to have a little bit of nervousness, but make sure that you are able to control the nervousness. Okay. Nervous can actually push you to perform. Yeah, because if you don't feel nervous, you won't have the drive to do well, right? Good morning, Mimi. Hi, Adam. Morning. Fitrah, athira. Good morning. Okay. We have 14 students. So as I requested in the WhatsApp group, I need 4 volunteers for this morning for a simulation, because I believe that the session that we had last Tuesday was incomplete. Yeah, we only tried the beginning part of the discussion up to just the early part of the discussion, right? Okay, there are some parts of the discussion, for example, how to conclude, right? How to actually reach to a consensus. So those parts you have not really practiced. Okay, so you need to have the practice before you sit for the test. I don't really have the names in the WhatsApp group for those who wish to volunteer. Have you guys decided? It's still morning and it's a good time for you to do something to challenge yourself. Remember, every day you need to challenge yourself to do something new, something that can really let you explore your full potential. Okay, let me know. Write down your name in the WhatsApp group if you wish to volunteer. Come on, we don't have much time, so we have to leave behind our practice of, not being positive, not willing to try something new, being small-hearted, having low self-confidence. Whenever you volunteer, it doesn't mean that you have to be perfect. Okay, that's not a requirement. Okay, but volunteering or your willingness to try something new is already an achievement for you. Come on, write down your name or you can actually comment if you wish to do the simulation. Okay, I'm giving you 2 minutes to make a decision to push yourself. I need 4. I need 4. Good morning, Aishah. Okay, come on, we need 4. You're going to benefit from this, I promise you, because now that we are actually doing the simulation using the mode that we are going to do for the test. So it's going to be a good practice for you, where you will be more familiar with the process when you do your test today. All of you are going to do the test today, right? I'm gonna share one question. Yeah. Okay. I have the practice here, but I need volunteers. Come on. Mana ni? Volunteers. So you can see the question there already for our simulation. Or do you want me to mention names? That should happen at tertiary education, you know. Teachers mentioning students' names is not a good practice. Teachers mentioning students' names is not a good practice. Teachers mentioning students' names. I need 4 volunteers. I need 4 volunteers. You're not going to move until we get the volunteers. I can see that we have 18 students online. You're not going to move until we get the volunteers. Come on, this is not rocket science. We have 18 students online. This is not rocket science. No one. Rocket science. Ayo. No one. Shouldn't be this bad, right? Okay, thank you, Sharik. Join me. Click on the link. I have shared the link. Okay, thank you, Sharik. Join me. Click on the link. I have shared the link. Okay, thank you, Sharik. Join me. Click on the link. Who else? Okay, thank you, Sharik. Join me. Click on the link. Who else? Okay, thank you, Sharik. Join me. Click on the link. Who else? Meanwhile, you can look at the question there. Okay. Meanwhile, you can look at the question there. Okay. Who else apart from Sharik? Hmm? Okay. Who else apart from Sharik? Girls? You want me to mention names? Okay, if you like wait man. Okay, I want Erina Sophia. Erina Sophia, please
Aku
enter.
kena sediakan laptop je. Ikut kau tak nak tak apa.
I have Sharik, I want Erina Sophia.
Oi nak join nak Desa?
I have Sharik, I want Erina Sophia. Erina, please enter.
Join nak Desa?
Erina, please enter. Who else? So Sharik, can you read the question there?
Kejap ya madam. Dia kecil sangat. Oh okay dapat. The question says a person's character is often influenced by other people around him or her. A person's character is often influenced by other people around him or her. Discuss which of the has the greatest influence on a person's character.
Okay. So that is the situation given, yeah? Okay, any words, any terms that you are not familiar with, Sharik?
Um, any words or terms?
Are not familiar with, Sharik?
No, madam. I understand the words.
Okay. You know the word influence, right?
Yeah, I understand the word influence.
Okay, good. All right. So when this question is given to you, all right, you look at the options and
Options.
decide which one do you personally think is your answer. All right. And within
Um.
the 2 minutes, you have to prepare your points.
Okay.
Okay.
2 minutes.
Remember, I shared in the last class, based on the video on the tips, right?
Hmm?
For your option, prepare two main ideas. So let's
Two main
say
ideas.
you choose parents to be the person who has the greatest influence on
Yes.
you need to justify by telling two main points.
Two main points.
Yeah.
Yes.
We need to actually wait for the other three ni, so that you can actually start
Okay. Okay.
preparing.
Good. Okay.
Arina, Sophia, are you already there? Okay. One, two, another two persons. Two persons. Okay. I need another guy. Stephen, can you help out? Stephen? Sharik, keep up with the volunteerism spirit.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, Umi Mardia would like to try. Okay, come on in. Rina, you okay? Rina? Okay, nice. I want you guys to be confident. This is already test time. Okay? So we have Sharik, Arina, Umi. Stephen, are you joining? Oh, ramai pula. Haziq, you want to join?
Join.
Tak apa, can. Okay, this is how it's going to be, for your test at 11 o'clock, starting at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Umi. Okay, let's wait for Umi. Nice.
Stephen.
Okay, we are doing a simulation here, okay? As we do the simulation, I will pause you if there is any explanation that I am going to share with the rest of the class. All right? So far so good? Okay. Now I want everyone to read
Okay,
the
madam.
question. The situation you are given. I'm going to use my stopwatch here. Okay, you are given 2 minutes to prepare your points. Your time starts now.
So I take the pen and my point lah. Okay,
Make sure you have your
gentlemen.
pen, your paper. Okay, at this level, it's good for you to prepare, the outline, right? Two main points, and then you have, I believe, parents are the most important person because number one, what, number two, what, and then give examples. Remember the outline we talk about in class? 1 minute almost done. One more minute.
Huh? There you go.
Remember, you have to discuss everything, not only your option.
Aku baru buka. Tak. Tak. Tengok.
Time's up. Time's up.
Tak tahu saya pasal tak.
Okay, everyone stop writing. Okay, you are now given 12 minutes to manage your discussion. Your time starts now.
Semua orang tak tahu. Tiba-tiba.
Okay, guys. Everybody have a good morning to you all, and I want to start this discussion. Now, the question is asking who is the most important person in our lives, or the most greatest influence in our lives. I say we should. I will start first, and I would say that parents are the most important people, as they are our role models from since we are small. Since we are small, and they teach us what are the good things and the bad things in our life. And the reason to support this answer is the example is because they have taken care of us from childhood until adulthood. That is my reason.
Okay, I'm going to comment. Okay, so good job, Sharik. You took the lead. You decided to initiate the discussion. That's good. That is a good thing if you do the real muat test, because you might not know everyone, so you might not be able to plan earlier, right? Before you sit for the test. So taking the initiative is good. All right, you greeted everyone. Good. I would say that you can actually do better by mentioning, starting from, a person's character is often influenced by other people around him or her. By doing so, you are actually buying some time. Okay, you lengahkan, you're buying time before you have to deliver your first argument. You can start from a person's character. Okay, and then you can mention, now we are going to discuss which of the following has the greatest influence on the person's character. Okay, all right, and then Sharik, when you mentioned your point just now, it was not very clear. Okay, so since you I mentioned that you better have 2 main points, right? Okay, to make things clear, you can use signal marker like, firstly, parents has the greatest influence because blah 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 blah. For example, blah 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 blah. Okay, then when you want to introduce the next point, in addition to that, or secondly, can you see it? So on your paper, on your foolscap paper, prepare the outline firsthand. Buat dulu. Okay, buat dulu. Firstly, and then your justification, and then for example, and then the second point, secondly, or next, or in addition to that, use signal markers. And then repeat the same flow for the first main point. Okay, got it?
Got it.
All right. So Sharik has completed his point.
Wait, I just now mentioned I take the parent as my point, right? Then it's quite this one.
Um,
But
Continue.
I would like to continue. I see Sharik's point, but I think friends has the greatest influence on a person's character because most friends tends to be in the same age, so they would spend much time together and they would do like a similar things together. Mm, for example, if our close friends love to play football, like people around them will have the same interest with that person. This is because they spend much time together. Therefore, I think friends has influenced much. Friends influence someone. How do I say this? Friends often influence someone's character. How I say?
what I allow me to interrupt. I think Sari's point is most the best options for the greatest influence in the people characters. This is because parents are the closest people who the use to the children so that the children can imitate the good habits from their parents since they're in a young age. As the saying goes, like father like sons. Takes for example, if the children parents have a good habit like good reading a book, watching the news, uh, and just to name a few, then the children will definitely imitate their actions and in the long term, slowly but slowly will become their habit too, then become their behavior. Besides that, I think since the parents is the closest people to the youth, so that they will be the people who give the youth the motivations how to become a better person. So the youth will appreciate the values of the good moral values such as to tolerate each others and like something like that lah. Uh, that's all from me lah. So what's your idea? What's your idea, Elena?
Okay, can we pause? We pause for a while. Okay. Just now, siapa? Umi Umi. What's wrong with Umi tadi Oh my god. Hang on. Okay. Umi, if you wish to start, if you are out of idea, you need to come up with some kind of closing that people would know you are already done with your points. Okay. And then remember, our target here is to come to a consensus which one has the greatest influence. We are not saying that all these four, okay, for example, if you mention parents, okay, you're not saying that the rest do not have great influence, okay. So in order to present your points, you have to use the superlative adjective. the greatest influence. Okay, meaning the rest too, they actually give great influence, but you want to actually highlight which one has the greatest influence, paling. All right, remember, if the situation gives you like something superlative, the greatest, the best option, apa lagi? The cheapest. So you have to bear in mind that all the options, they actually have the criteria. But now you are going to justify which one is the greatest, the cheapest. So when you discuss, right, you can mention that I'm not saying that teachers do not have any influence. However, parents has the greatest influence. Okay, that is how you can argue. All right, you don't deny the rest, but you mention that your point is you think is the greatest influence. All right. Okay, can continue. Arina, I know you can. Go ahead and push yourself.
Uh, from my point of view, I think teachers are the greatest influence on a person's character because uh, uh, teachers see how our skills increase by times because we usually spend our times at school with friends, and they also guide us. They also guide us at school.
You are not following the outline I mentioned. Betul tak? It's not clear. Okay, I give you one demonstration. Sampai Arina. If you choose teachers, yeah. So you can start by saying, okay, thank you everyone. I have listened to your points. However, in my opinion, teachers are the ones who have the greatest influence on a person's character. My first reason is, okay, so you make it very clear to me as the examiner. Okay, when you mention my first reason is, okay, nenek ayah akan dengar. Okay, she's about to mention her first main point. So your point will be very organized, right? So you can mention, my first point is we spend a lot of time at school with our teachers. Okay, therefore, there are so many things that the teachers are impacting us as a person. We watch their behavior, we listen to their talk, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and then you can say, for example, we reach the school at early in the morning, and probably for extra classes, we will actually leave the school at 3 p.m. So out of 24 hours, so you want to demonstrate your point. You mentioned you spend much time with your teachers. So you elaborate. How much is that? Out of 24 hours, you spend more with your teachers compared to your parents, for example, on daily basis. That's how you further elaborate. Okay? Then moving to your next point. Apart from that, okay, teachers also blah 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 blah. All right. That's why I say the outline. Prepare the outline. Those doing the test at 11 o'clock, prepare the outline. Siap siap. Okay. Start with my first main point is apa benda. This is because apa benda. For example, give example. Next, okay, teachers have the greatest influence because why? For example, why? Okay, continue. There is no disagreement so far? Ayo, jam.
Should I restart?
Kenapa Syarik
Maybe
terkeluar?
Okay. Saya backstage tadi, madam. I was in the backstage.
Okay, continue. Disagreements, interruption. I will repeat the time bila you use it for the test. You won't get second chance.
Okay, I would like to agree on famous personalities. Firstly, I would agree on in addition, I would agree to famous personalities. This is because famous personalities give us inspiration. With the inspiration, we can better ourselves and have a goal to reach to, have a goal
We
to
can
reach towards,
improve. We can improve
improve our,
ourselves.
we can improve ourselves. Some of famous personalities also can give us a way of, what's it called, a way of knowing how to be charismatic towards another people, can teach us how to communicate to other people, because when we are famous, we have to communicate with a lot of people. That is my point, madam.
Sorry if I am disagree with you because a famous personality they did the all the good thing in front of the TV, but you did not know what they did behind the story. So I don't think that the famous
Okay,
personality is not the greatest influences people.
okay. But in your point of view, I think so. I have to go along with that also. It's a good point. It's a good point. What about what does Umi and Erina think about this point?
Well, I have to agree with Stephen's view because wait, because I think I agree with Sharik's view, but I still don't think that famous personality is the greatest view. I think for me, parents is the greatest influence because we know our parents since they gave us birth, so they become the people that we look up. Therefore, they are our first educator. They teach us since we were just a kid, since we were a baby, since we start to walk until now. So, in my
You
point of
have
view,
1 minute. You have 1 minute to conclude.
parents has the greatest influence out of all.
One parent has the greatest influence. Okay, I have to agree with that point, because what Umi is saying is true, that we are with our parents from childhood, and they teach us up to adulthood. I would say that the greatest influence of a person's character is their parents. I would agree to that point. What do you guys think?
Since the times is not long already, so let's me to conclude the discussions today. Although I think that all of these sports options have played their own role uh, to influence people, but the discussions today, I think that the parents is the greatest influence on the people characters. I don't know. Say already. That's all. Okay.
All right. Now, when you want to conclude, you can mention a few of the points that have been presented by your members. Highlight a few. So this is an example. Right, to conclude, I think most of us agree that parents are the persons who have the greatest influence on a person's character. This is because we have been with them since the day we were born, and they are always around with us. You have to mention one or two main points mentioned throughout the discussion just now, right? Okay, how do you end?
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Okay,
You can
thank you.
mention that.
That is all.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for a good discussion. Goodbye. Okay, something like that. Okay. Remember, you have 12 minutes. 12 minutes is quite long. Okay. We don't want a gap with silence, not good. Okay. You grab your chance for your marks. You work for your marks. All right. So let's hear from these four people. What are the challenges that you faced just now? We start from Sharik.
The challenges I faced was not face-to-face communication, which is quite a little bit challenging in case if there are some line or internet problems. There's a delay between speeches, and then sometimes audio problems. But throughout this discussion, I think so the problems were resolved.
Okay. Umi.
I think the greatest challenge is not being able to come up with a good point on the spot, because not everyone could like think properly in a
Very short time.
in a short time.
Oh my God. Who are those guys? Okay, but tips. You already prepared the outline. Okay, that should actually help you. I mean, with the flow. You have the flow already. So you just have to think hard for the main points depending on your situation given. All right. Okay. Stephen?
As Umi say, I facing the same problem like her, because I I have no idea and always stuck how what what need to say it out. Yes, or something like that.
Okay. But remember, you have the WH question, right? If you ask yourself the WH questions, you can actually get some sub points to develop your main idea. So remember, on your paper there, write all the WH question, list down what, how, when. Okay, those can help you. Arina?
For me, the main challenges now I'm facing is the audio. I can't hear the voices because the voices are echoing, so I can't focus much right now. I'm
They are
so
still echoing? Still echoing? All right. What I'm going to suggest is you can actually get your own StreamYard. This is the StreamYard account actually. I'm going to give you the link where you can actually practice with your group members. Okay. So during the practice, those doing the exam at 11 o'clock, you still have time. Create your own broadcast, your own studio, and then you test. Make sure what are the problems, how to ensure that the audio is clear. And then like Umi, I think you need to close the curtain. Dia apa? Silau.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, another thing is, even though we are doing it online, I still need your facial expression. So you need to look at the camera
Camera.
as if you are talking to the person, to the members discussion. One, two, three, four. Three, four. Any part which you are not very sure of, you are not very confident. Any question?
Sure.
So during the test, do you want me to share screen the question like this?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes,
Sure.
sure.
Okay.
Sure, teacher.
Alright.
Boleh?
Listen
Madam.
here, Yeah.
So like if I macam 90 point tu you choose for us or like we have to choose our own point?
You choose. When you are given the question, it's all up to you to plan everything. I'm not assigning you anything. Macam tadi kan, you read the question and then you straight away think, oh, teachers. It's going to be teachers. So without having to discuss with your members, you just prepare your points based on what you prefer. But as everyone started to talk, you figure that no one has agreed with famous personalities. So someone from the group should take the initiative to touch about it. You can mention something like this. Well, there's another option which is famous personalities. Well, I don't think famous personalities has that much of influence because so you can mention the points why do you think they are not really the persons who have the greatest influence. That's how it goes lah. Okay. Other questions, Stephen? Erna?
Sure.
No.
If I disagree with friends, madam, there must have some disagreements, right?
Yes.
Some disagreements, but does it have to be like I said, I disagree with all except for parents? Can I do like that?
You can mention no, actually when you mention parents have the greatest influence, in a way you're saying that the rest two not really the greatest
No, not
influence
really.
kan.
Oh, okay.
But for example, if you are addressing some points, let's say from Erina, Erina tadi mention apa teachers kan? Okay, so you can mention something like this. Excuse me, Erina, I can see your point. However, even though we spend much time with teachers at school, however, parents are the one who are the closest to our hearts. Blah 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 blah. You can mention that. Okay, meaning you are responding to her particular point. Any more question?
No.
Other phrases that you can use when you want to give example is you can jot down for instance. For instance. Okay. Signal markers. I'm going to list down signal markers. First and foremost. Apa lagi? Paling senang. Firstly. What else? The next point you can say next. What else? Furthermore. Okay. In addition to that. Besides that. Okay. So when you mention these words, I will listen and I will notice, okay, now you are introducing a new point. So that's how you make your points organized. You bukan macam merapu je. Okay? So if you don't have any question, we will stop here. I will share with you the link for StreamYard so you can actually try and practice with your group members. Okay? This one is free. Okay? This virtual studio is free. You can choose to link it to your YouTube or to your Facebook. And you don't actually have to make it live. You can actually make it recorded. dia tak pergi live dekat channel you. Okay? The rest, any question? The audience. Our talk show is about to end. No question, the rest? Oh, dah kurang dah 20 orang dah. Where are the other 7? Okay, so let's not waste time. We end here. All right, anything you can ask me in the WhatsApp. All right? Okay, thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you,
Assalamualaikum.
madam.
Bye.
Thank you, madam.
Akhilesh, sorry. How come you figured this online class? Oh, because it's on my YouTube channel, right? We are done actually. They are actually doing a simulation for their speaking test. And we are done, and they are going to start with the test at 11 o'clock today. So they may want to have their own time to make their own preparation. So I'm leaving them already. Okay? Yeah, it was live. You happen to what? My channel is recommended to you? These are actually my diploma students. They are doing foundation English course. Diploma students. It's a compulsory course for their diploma. Join. This is actually a class, online class for the university students. Mhm. Oh, really? You can check out my other videos because I've been doing some screencasting videos for my classes. What do you wish to talk about? Are you a student yourself? Suffy, you're nervous? I mentioned just now, it's good to be nervous, but you should be able to manage your nervousness. All right, channel it to be positive energy. Okay, focus on what you can do to prepare. Okay. Sophie, prepare the outline, the one that I mentioned just now. Okay, I believe that parents have the greatest influence to a person's character because, and then tempat kosong. All right. And then, for example, what are the examples? And then you introduce your second point. Secondly, or in addition to that, okay, I strongly believe that parents are blah, 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 blah. For example, blah, 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 blah. All right. Akhilesh, you want to try now? Okay, hang on. See if you can join me. That's the link. If you can click on the link, then you can join me in the studio. Try. Are you using your mobile phone or are you using a laptop? Hey, there are still 16, 15 people. Why are you still here? I'm just looking at what are the potentials of my.
Can you hear me?
Fine. Yes, clear.
Okay, wait. Let me mute the your online YouTube video because the voices are kind of getting collapsed. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
introduce yourself.
yeah. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay, yeah. My name is Akhilesh Shastri. So I'm basically from India. I'm currently staying in USA, studying my masters in from University of Florida. And but I like to practice my English as much as possible. So what I do is usually I go on your YouTube channels and search like whoever is live practicing their English, and then I just go to their comment boxes and then just comment. And if they're free, if they're ready to practice with me, then I go there and then I sort of practice my English.
You are already in the US, right?
Yep, yep.
So you have the environment already.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I already have the environment, but still, I want to practice more and more. I mean, even if there are people here, I can speak with them. But still, whatever I have learned from them, I would like to pass that knowledge to the other ones who are learning English now. Because I have been to your shoes. I mean, the students, whoever are there who are learning English, who want to be, good at English. So I have been in their position. So I want to kind of help them also and learn from them also.
That's good.
Yeah,
And then, using English among the second language learners of English is also interesting, right? Because people
exactly,
with different backgrounds, they have different accents.
exactly,
So
exactly,
it's always interesting to meet up new people, right?
exactly. Yeah.
You know what? My students, they're having this speaking test at 11 o'clock, and I figure that they are still having problems to organize their thoughts
Yeah,
and
yeah,
confidence issue.
yeah. That's the issue. That's a confidence is like the biggest issue because even if you know the words, what happens is when you're trying, your mind tries to put the words together in a particular structure. If you don't have the confidence, then you will not be able to speak. So that's the biggest issue. So I mean, I faced that issue. I used to face that issue in my bachelor's when I was in my first year and second year. But as I went on speaking more and more, and I used to listen to a lot of English, and then I used to just mimic myself in front of the mirror. So this process really helped me a lot. So that's
So
why
what
I
what what are the materials that you listen to improve your English? Perhaps this can be a good tips for the students here.
Okay, yeah. So there are if you go to the BBC site, the British Broadcasting Channel site, so
Uh,
they have different podcasts. So you can just
yes.
go there and you can listen to those podcasts because they are native English speakers, the trained personnel. They convey their thoughts there. So if you listen to those podcasts and you try to just mimic as they are saying in front of the mirror, that really helps because the position that I am in, just imagine like yourself in my position a few years ago, because I was in the exactly in the same position as your students, because I could see a few comments that they are nervous and all. Yeah, I was exactly like you guys.
Listen, guys, some testimonial here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Uh,
So
Akhilesh,
yeah.
it's interesting that you mentioned about BBC English because I have just done a project paper on
Mhm.
BBC's English podcast.
Okay.
I was focusing on the English We Talk podcast, that series. So
Okay.
in that project paper, I conducted a genre analysis study
Okay.
on the podcast that they actually share there.
Oh.
So it's interesting that you also mentioned about BBC Learning English.
Oh, nice, nice.
Hmm. So, students, you may want to go online and look for some refreshing materials from BBC English. A podcast is one material that you can use at your own flexible time. You don't have to depend on your teachers, on your lecturers, but whenever you are free, you just plug in your earplug and then you just listen because there's no easy way for you to, pick up the language. You have to get as much as stimulation from the language that you wish to learn, so
Exactly.
that you can mimic the native speakers. BBC is the best because they have all the native speakers there. All the teachers are native speakers,
Exactly.
so you can learn from them as you frequently listen to them, right? you will pick up the sentence structure, the intonation, the stress in each sentence, so that of course it's hard for you to be like the native speaker, but you can try to imitate them.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have a question here from Daniel. How want to be a fast English speaker? Well, I don't know what you think about this, Akhilesh, but there are two different point of views in language learning. It's either you want to be fluent or you want to be accurate.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me, it depends on for what purposes are you going to use the language. If you're
Exactly.
going to use it to do a presentation, so you might want to focus more on the fluency part, so that
Yeah.
you are able to deliver, the contents of your presentation.
Yeah.
But when you're writing for your project paper, for your reports, of course, you need to be more accurate with the grammar, with the
Yeah.
word choice, and so on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Don't worry about, becoming a fluent speaker, because you can see Akhilesh, I think he's quite fluent, right? Um, you don't actually, you don't have to take someone as, I want to be exactly like him. No, you can have your own progress.
Exactly.
Uh,
Exactly.
you can have your own progress.
Yeah, I would like to mention one thing here. Like, if you're thinking that you want to reach a certain level, then you can just reach that level. But if you don't have any level in your mind, you can reach as high as you can, as high as you want, I would say. So just don't think that whatever this guy is speaking, I would like to speak like him. Just think, just go on your own pace, and then you will, but you won't realize that without you realizing, you will be able to speak such a good English that
Hello.
you will be surprised by yourself.
Sufi, are you sure you want to join?
Hello, brother. Hello,
Oh, hi.
Akhilesh. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure.
Uh, how you improve your English?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was telling to like Miss Baiduri. So
Can
yeah,
I ask you
so
something?
what I
How
used to
you
do.
improve your English?
So if you can mute your sound.
How are you? How are you? Masa echo eh?
Yeah, just
Uh,
mute your video.
Ni.
Hi, Saiki, just mute your video, the YouTube video.
because you're opening the YouTube
Exactly.
tab, right? So
Yeah,
that's why there's echo.
yeah. Saiki, can you mute your? Yeah, I guess he muted the video. Can you hear me now?
Sufi, you can actually find someone
Can.
who is from other countries who has the same interest with you, okay? So that you can start to communicate. Get
Exactly. Yeah.
get an online friend who has the same interest with you. Um, Plan for some dates online, and then talk about, maybe about things that you do on a daily basis. That would be interesting. Can you do that?
Can. Omegle. No, I'm just saja nak ni join.
Be serious.
Yeah.
What time do you attend, Sufi?
Huh? I'm
What time
at
you
night
attend?
session. Night session.
Night time.
Night time.
So where are you guys from? Are you from the Middle East country?
Malaysia. You
Malaysia. Oh. Okay, we are then really close. Like we are almost neighbors, like India and Malaysia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Curry is
Which
good.
part of India are you from, Akhilesh?
Yeah. So I come from Mumbai, the capital
Mumbai.
of, yeah, financial capital.
Oh, the place where Shah Rukh Khan is.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
I like curry and dal. Rolling
Oh,
canai.
nice.
Yeah. Malaysians are very familiar with Indian food,
Exactly.
chicken tandoori,
Yeah, I know that.
paratha.
My uncle, he was there for 10 years. Yeah.
Have you been to Malaysia?
No, I haven't been to Malaysia, but my uncle used to work there. Yeah,
So for your postgraduate study, right, are you required to attend conferences, publish papers?
yeah. So if you are supposed to go for your masters, then Saikir, can you mute the video? The voices.
Yeah, Sufi. Ah,
Okay, yeah, nice. Yeah, I mean, as you said, for graduating, you need to publish research papers. If you are focused on more of the research part of it, then you should have like a few research papers in your bag. And then if you just want to just graduate, then you can just graduate use taking the coursework and passing the exams. But it's just that then you won't be getting a Master of Science degree. You will just get a Master of Engineering degree, and then you can just start working in the industry. And then if you really want to be an academician, then you should have research papers with you so that you can go with the PhD. And then from PhD you can go with the postdoc, and then you can become a professor in the university.
mhm.
Yeah.
How long? I mean, like, when are you expecting to complete your master's degree?
Yeah, so I will be graduating in the May 2021, and then after that, I will be looking for to get a job in here in USA, and then I will be focusing to get the practical exposure, practical experience first, and then eventually I would like to again come back to the academia and then start doing research.
All right. So are you planning to settle down in the US?
Uh, I mean, I'm not really sure. But, I mean, as when the settling comes in, so I would like to, so I will just work here, do my PhD, and then like work here for some more years, and then I would like to again go back to India and serve my nation.
At the moment, right?
I ask you something.
Yeah, Sufi. Us.
In India, coronavirus
Yeah.
uh, uh, worse.
Yeah. The
Worse or not?
coronavirus is getting worse in India. The days and days, the cases are increasing. So basically, we have got a surge of almost 72,000 cases in a day. So that was really a bad thing. But government
You
trying to work. They are now locking down the the red zones as they call it.
people can go outside freely.
Yeah, people can go outside, but it's restricted as far as the time is concerned. Like for example, you can just go for shopping for groceries from in the morning from 6 to 8. Then they don't allow you to go out, and then in the evening you can go again for the shopping.
Um, have you been impacted? Your postgraduate study, have you been impacted by coronavirus directly? I mean, like
No.
your
So here,
study.
yeah. So here in Florida, I know a few students got infected with coronavirus, but then the facilities are here like they really provide good amount of facilities. So whoever gets infected, so they get quarantine for 14, 15 days. The university takes care of their health. So basically, yeah, they take a good hell amount of care. Whoever gets affected.
Achilles, do you have your own YouTube channel? Are you working on any contents?
No. I mean,
Not into it.
yeah. I mean, I don't have a idea in my mind as such because I mean, all this study in my research work project, so I don't get time to kind of start a YouTube channel for training students and all. But sometimes I like to just join live channels as you are, and then try to learn from you also and try to give something back also. Yeah.
Where you found my teacher's YouTube channel?
Yeah, I mean that's what I was telling, right? I was just, I mean, I have this habit of searching who is online, who is practicing English online, and then I just go there and then I ask them if you're ready, if you're free, then we can kind of converse in English, then I can learn from you, you can learn from me, and we can grow together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you guys, the rest of you can do that, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we know that youth nowadays like to spend much of their time on social media, but make
Exactly.
sure you are getting some benefits, you know, from the time spent.
Exactly. No, instead of
Not simply, yeah.
yeah, instead of playing PUBG for like 4 or 5 hours in the straight, you can have a conversation session with any of the English speaking guys, and then you can, yeah.
I know, Akhilesh, these people, right? These young people, they mentioned that, oh, madam, we also improve our communication skill when we play PUBG. But you know, it's very minimal. You don't
Exactly.
actually use proper sentence construction, social expression that can help you when you interact with people. It's very
Exactly.
minimal. I know because my children they play games, so
Yeah.
I know it's very minimal. So you may you have to consider how many hours spent, okay, and how is the impact to you.
Yeah.
If there's not much of impact, so you have to consider, you know, investing your time to other modes of learning. If you like to be online, I mean, go to BBC. Why not?
Exactly.
I also follow BBC on their Instagram.
Yeah.
I think they have great videos. They
Yeah.
also have live session,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we have to stop now because I have to prepare for the test.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
It's
It was
good to
nice
meet
talking
you,
with you.
Akhilesh.
Yeah. It was really nice talking with you.
Bye,
And then
Akhilesh.
if you are again coming online tomorrow, or whenever you're coming online, we can again I join you guys, or I can just guide the students in the comment section. Yeah.
Bye,
Yeah, we can do some
Akhilesh.
collaboration, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna follow. You have a YouTube account, right?
Yeah. I have a YouTube account, but I don't post any videos. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think, but we can still communicate through that, right?
Yeah. Sure. We can still communicate. I guess we can message, and then we can communicate there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. It has been a good discussion for today. So have a
Bye,
good
Akhilesh.
day, rest. Okay.
Uh,
Goodbye.
have a good day at India.
Yep.
Take care.
Yeah.
In the US.
Yeah. In
Oh,
US, I'm
US.
in US. Yeah.
Oh, US. Oh, okay. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.